both of these are just a minute for a minute. Both of these are again not the polynomials, neither in the numerator nor into the denominator. So that's why these are not the rational expressions. Now, if you want to ask anything from these 3 or 4 parts, I can explain you quickly, and then I will move to the next question. So actually, as well as theory is concerned, the definitions of the theories, in the exam, the important definition can be asked, like what is the definition of a polynomial, and they can also ask you in some MCQs about the distinction between polynomials and algebraic expressions, or which of the following, like these type of questions can appear as a part of MCQs, that either they are rational expressions or not. So I hope that you will understand these basic or fundamental concepts. Now I move towards the next question. Actually, this question which I'm just going to start with you, this is a question number 3, I think. And in this question number 3, we will see, if I just scroll it a little bit up. जी, मैं एक्सरसाइज के बारे में अभी आप लोगों को बताता हूँ कि ये हम लोगों ने किस तरह से इसको वर्कआउट करना है और इसमें क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है. आप लोगों ने जो 4.1 अभी हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, इसके क्वेश्चंस कॉपी के ऊपर कर लेने हैं. मैं असाइनमेंट आप लोगों को एक आध दिन के बाद सबमिट करूँ. और प्लीज एक दो चीजें और मैं आप लोगों को बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि प्लीज आप लोगों को जो टाइम टेबल मैंने दिया हुआ है, हमने उसी के अंदर रह के ही कोशिश करनी है कि आपकी क्लासेस हों. सिर्फ सर फवाद का थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है, बिकॉज वो कॉलेज में क्लासेस ले रहे हैं, तो उनके टाइम का क्लैश है. 11 o'clock इस वक्त वो केमिस्ट्री की क्लास ले रहे हैं कॉलेज में. तो उनको टीचर्स को मैंने यही कहा है कि आप लोग अपने टाइम के अंदर जो उनको टाइम एलोकेट किया है ऑनलाइन, उसी के अंदर ही वो अपनी क्लासेस लें. ठीक है. सो प्लीज़ आप लोग एक तो व्हाट्सएप का यूज़ इतना फ्रीक्वेंटली कर रहे हैं कि पूरी रात जो है वो मैसेजिंग होती रहती है. अनफॉर्चुनेटली कुछ टीचर्स भी उसके साथ ही मैसेजिंग कर रहे होते हैं. सो प्लीज़ अंडरस्टैंड करें कि ये सोशल मीडिया है, आप लोगों ने इसको इफेक्टिवली यूज़ करना है. सो प्लीज़ ये बार बार स्टूपिड किस्म के क्वेश्चंस ना पूछा करें. कोई प्रॉपर यूजफुल इंफॉर्मेशन है तो बस वो काइंडली आप या तो टीचर्स के साथ डायरेक्टली पूछ लें प्राइवेट चैट करके, या कोई एक आध दफ़ा कोई इंफॉर्मेशन प्लीज शेयर करनी हो तो जो टाइम्स एलोकेट किए हैं आपको मॉर्निंग के लिए, व्हाट्सएप के लिए और इवनिंग के लिए, प्लीज उसमें यूटिलाइज किया करें. Next question दिया तो करना आप लोगों ने एक्सरसाइज 4.1 you have to work out in your copies, but I will obviously upload an assignment in a day or two when I will feel that sufficient topics are been added or uploaded. Now, in this question, in the next part, you can see that 120x row has 3 and z. You can go directly for the cancellation and you can work it out. Actually, some rules are we have already learned in the previous chapter number 2 that how to solve these type of situations. Either you can subtract it, or in this case 4.1, I would recommend that you can go even for the direct cancellation to find the answers. And you will see that your direct cancellation, or if you want to simplify that both of these x in numerator and denominator can be worked out like this one, that power 2 minus 3 will be simplified, it will become x raised to power minus 1, and y raised to power 3 minus 1 will become y square, and 5 minus 2 will become z raised to power 3. You can go even for direct cancellation, because this is not about exercise 2.4 in which I recommended that you should not go for the direct cancellation. You can directly cancel out the terms and you can find the answer. If I move a little bit ahead in this topic, if I take this question, actually the next question which we start, which are going to start, this is about, if I just want to write it the part number, this is the second part of the question. Question number 3 is going on. This is question number 3, which I want to explain it. This is question number 3. So actually, the for question number 3, I want to tell you that for question number 3 and for question number 6 in particular, we will be using actually. So just give you some idea that what type of questions are these and what is the pre-requirement for these questions. Just let me write here that for question number 3 and question number 6 in particular, we need to recall factorization. Now the factorization you people have learned in your previous grade, that is in grade 8, that will be useful for this topic. Now the factorization for the, what sort of factorization it will be? Actually the factorization is the topic which you people have to study in chapter number 5. In chapter number 4 and in question number 3, we have to use the knowledge or the prior knowledge of the factorization. The first rule of factorization is that we should take out something common if it is possible to take from each term. You can see that it is a fraction which contains one numerator and one denominator. We need direct cancellations or we need direct calculations for these type of questions. And in each part, you first have to factorize the term. If you remember that the expressions in your previous grade, that if you have, if I write it here somewhere, that 2 and 8 are being directly cancelled, you will get 4a. And what about the term in the numerator? You will see that a factorization of the form like a square. What sort of factorization? Wait for a moment. Just let me change the. A square minus b square form. This sort of factorization you people have learned in your previous grades, and it was all about either you will write it one time negative and one time positive. One time negative and one time positive. So you have applied, then the denominator x square minus 1 is written as one time negative and one time positive. Both x plus 1 will be cancelled out and you will get 4a over x minus 1. So it is the simplest concept of the factorization which is being used. If I move to the next question, this is part number 3. This is the third part. For third part, the simplification step is taken in such a way that first we will expand x plus y whole square. So if you remember that how to expand a whole square, if you must have learned in your previous grades that if you have to write a plus b and its whole square is to be expanded, it must be written like I just write it here. It will be a plus b plus 2 times ab. So because of the expansion of the formula, you will get these type of terms. Because mostly the students do not remember the formula at which they are being required to be used here, like this one. So what is being done, that in the numerator x plus y whole square is expanded by using this formula, a square plus b square plus 2ab whole square. So this is expansion of this term. So once you will expand this part, and in the next term, like just telling you that you will see that numerator is expanded by this formula, and whenever you will expand the square of two terms, it will generate three terms, x square y square plus 2xy, because of this formula. So you will generate 2x plus y. And same is done for the numerator. Either you write it, keep it as it is, or you can write in the form of multiples of factors. So 2x and minus 4xy, it will be simplified or subtracted, it will generate minus 2xy. So because of these two terms, and you will get 2xy, and then you can see that it's again, it is a composition of whole square. It will become the whole square of, if I just replace it, if you, for your convenience, if it is minus and you contain a term which contains a square b square minus 2ab, so it will become the whole square of a minus b. So once it is generated like this one, what I can say that this part is actually again used in somewhere here, right here. So what I have done, that this part x square y square minus 2xy, because of this formula, is converted into this form, this whole square form. And then when you will further move ahead, you will go for the cancellation and you will get x minus y whole square will be directly cancelled and you will get the answer 1. One more thing for the next part. This is basically, I am telling you that it's all about the formula application. Means that this is the part number 4, which is just going to start. It contains the application of another formula. So first I would write the formula right here in front of you so that you can recall that which formula is being used. You will learn the factorization in detail in chapter number 5. So right here, this is actually what should I say? This is all about the application of the prior knowledge which you people have learned in the previous grades. It's all about it. Uh, this is like this one. Difference of cubes, a cube minus b cube is equals to uh, difference of a cube minus b cube will be equals to. So just recall it in your mind that what it might be. So this is actually equals to a minus b. This is the formula that you must learn. And then a square just let me rewrite it again. This is a minus b, and then it is again a square plus ab and plus b square. So this is the formula which has been used in expansion of this term. If you move a little bit down, in the next step you will see that two things can be done. If you either you get them multiplied like x minus y and x square plus xy plus y square, or you can see that you can contract this expansion. Either you expand the above term x3 y3 on this parallel to this formula, and you will directly cancel this term with the numerator. You can see that the numerator is exactly similar like this one. So you have two choices, either to expand the numerator x3 y3 by using this formula, and then you will go for the direct cancellation and you will get the answer. This is what is written here, x square minus 2xy plus y square. This is actually x minus y whole square. So it is contracted like this one. And it is very simple by using application of the formula. So if you don't know the formula, so what I have done, that I have written the formula in the red. Where there is a question, there is a possibility of application of the formula. So please expand it and then go for the direct cancellation. Similarly, I will explain you the part number 7 and 8 of this exercise, which are a little bit below, so that you can scroll it a little bit down. This is the question. It is a part number right here. It is part number 7. So in this question, you will see that what is important. The rule of factorizations are different for different parts, but for this, or for mostly for every type of factorization, the first rule of factorization is that you should see what you can take out common. You can see that from the numerator you can take out 64 and x as common. So what will be inside? X is to power 5. If you take out x 64x common, it will become x is to power 4 and minus 1 will be there. I have taken 64 common. Similarly, if you take out 8 common from the denominator, it will become 8 times x square plus 1. And if you take out 2 common from the next bracket in the denominator, you will see 2 times x plus 1 is there. Now, once you have taken the terms common, you can directly go for the cancellation. 8 and 2 will directly cancel 64 and it will generate 4. In the next step, you can see that. And for these two parts, x4 minus 1, you will see that first we will factorize x4 minus 1 as difference of square formula. I can write here that which formula is being used here. That is a square minus b square form. So if I write here, this is the because of the formula in the numerator and the denominator. Same formula is applied two times. So that is a square minus 1 is a square minus b square. This is equals to, as I told you earlier, that it will be equals to 1 time negative and 1 time positive. So same has been done for this part. If you look at x4 minus 1, it is actually rearranged like this one. x4 minus 1 is actually written it like this one. This is yes, the students are asking that either we should write the formula side by side or why it is x to the power 4 minus 1. So I have just written it if you hold for a second. I have done it, you can see that. x4 minus 1 is actually written, I'm just telling you. You are so curious about it sometimes that you don't even let me write. I am typing, actually I am not writing with my own hand. So if you want to see about it, I want to show you on the cam. Just for a moment, if I can check that my second cam is working. So I will write it on the page and then I will write it quickly and explain you the terms or explanation. Wait for a second. Just let me check. Is it in the working condition right now? Wait for a second. Yes, I think it is working now, and I want to write it a few things on page, and I will share with you. So I hope that you can see what is written here. So the point is that in this question, which I am just writing, that x raised to power 4 was actually broken down in this pattern. X squares whole square and then 1's whole square, like this one. And then it is written as, because of the formula I am just telling you, 1 time negative and 1 time positive, like this one. This is because of the formula a square minus b square. You people have learned in your previous grades, so this is application of the same formula. So this is how you will split x4 minus 1 into these two parts. And then you further split it, like one more time you will apply the same formula, 1 time negative, 1 time positive. So it will make it like this one. So if you go back to the page where I was just explaining you, if I share with you the last page, that is about this topic. I hope that you can see now. So I just explained you on the page that how did x raised to power minus 4 minus 1 is expressed like this one. So it is broken down or is converted into the multiple factors, and then you will go for the direct cancellation and you will get the answer. Now I will explain the next part, which is the last one of question number 3. Last part, this is right here. This is about part number 5. आपने क्वेश्चन करना हो तो प्लीज अनम्यूट करें एंड देन आस्क द क्वेश्चन. समटाइम द कनेक्शन अनस्टेबल हो जाता है, इसलिए अनम्यूट करें और क्वेश्चन आप पूछा करें. वर्बली पूछने बगैर मुझे फिर चैट में जाके देखना पड़ता है. यू वांट टू आस्क एनीथिंग? Okay, then the next question is about the explanation of, it is a rearrangement of the question. You will see that 9x square is actually written as 3x whole square. And second term whole square is kept as it is. There is no change at all. But we have just rearranged 9x square as 3x whole square. The purpose is that you can apply the formula. Look at that, how we have applied it. So 9x square is actually written as 1 time negative, 1 time positive, and then it is converted like 1 time negative, 1 time positive will make it 3x plus x4 and 3x minus x4. this 3x minus 4, once you will write it one time negative, one time positive. So it will cancel out the term in the denominator, and only 3x plus x square minus 4 will left to answer. And once you will rearrange it, you will get the required answer. So my recommendation is that I don't feel these are so difficult questions. So you will have to write it in your copy, all the parts for question number 1, 2, and 3 in your copies. Fine. So copy work is a separate task that you have to keep on writing. But please don't forget that I will assign you or upload an assignment later in a day or two when I will feel that we have learned sufficient. I also want to add one more question, question number 4, which contains only 2 parts, and then we will close the meeting and we will rejoin tomorrow, I hope, at 11, because English teacher is not taking any online classes. I would see that tomorrow on Tuesday, Mr. Rouge will take the class at 11 as routine time, as according to the practical, as according to the timetable. So let's see, once she will finish and I will talk to her if at 11 she is not willing to take, then I will take the class at 11, but I will let you know myself. So please do not ask me again and again in the group. Whatever will be that class time, I will prefer if some teacher is not willing to take his or her class within according to the online timetable. So if I am available, I will take that class. Fine. And now move to the next question. This is question number 4, and then we will wind up the meeting. Question number 4, this is from the exercise. This is question number 4, and these type of questions can appear as short questions. These are very easy. You must have done in your previous D grade syllabus. Syllabus D. So this is part number, first part. What you have to do, that you have to simply put up these values in the given formula or in the given question, like x3 and y minus 1 and z minus 2, substitute it into this formula or in this given equation, and then you will solve. Actually, this is of the form like this one. And then for this is for the first part, and for the second part again, you will see that these 2 set of values will separately be substituted in. I just make it a bit closer, like this one. So these 2 set of values, x3, y minus 1, z minus 2, will be substituted in this formula once first time. Like you can see that it is just substituted. You will use your calculators, or even you can use your own journal calculations, and you will go for it and you will simplify it. So simple BODMAS rules will be used. You will substitute the values. First you will expand the powers, get them multiplied, and at the end you will add, you will work out for the addition or for the subtraction, and then you will finally go for the calculations. And for second part, same work has been done, just x, y, z values will be changed, and you will work it out and you will solve the values. You can use your calculator, you can use your own working, and whatever is the convenient for you. Now for starting from question number 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now I would say that please do read the examples in tomorrow or in the next class, whenever it will be. I hope that I am very much willing to take the class tomorrow. If at 11 any teacher is not willing to take, then I will take the next class either at 12:20 or at 11. From both of these times I will take up the class alternatively. So question number 5 and 6 will be performed tomorrow in the same online class, in the similar way in the online class, and then we will move towards Access 4.2, which is more important. You want to ask anything? Now please, it's time for you to ask the questions, then we will wind up the meeting. You can unmute your mic and you can ask the question from question number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yes, students, you want to ask anything? Yes, yes.
मुझे क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 का पार्ट नंबर 1 दोबारा समझा सकते हैं?
4 का पार्ट नंबर 1, it's very simple. Look at that. I'm just scrolling it up. देखो, it's very simple. 1 and 2 दोनों ही एक 2 लाइंस के क्वेश्चन, और ये पहले आप लोगों ने किए हैं, प्रीवियस ग्रेड 7 में भी कराते हैं बच्चों को. X, देखिए x, y, z, these 3 values will be simply substituted in this the given formula. ये क्वेश्चन के अंदर ही दिया हुआ है. You simply have to substitute the values. In place of x you will write 3. In place of y you will write -1. In place of z you will write -2. Once you will put these values, then you simply have to find it. 3 cube is 27. So you will write here 27. and -1 times 27 will make it -27. Then -2 times will become +4, and denominator 3 into -2 will become -6. -27 plus 4 को आप simplify करोगे, it will give you -23 over -6. Cancellation will give you 23 by 6, that is 3 over 5 by 6. It's very simple and almost oral question. Yes, anybody else from any of these questions or from any of the
Sir,
yes
sir,
yes
ये जो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 का सेकंड पार्ट है, इसमें थोड़ा समझा दें कि इसका आंसर नो क्यों होगा.
okay, the one second part. Okay, the topic was about identify or distinguish which of the terms are algebraic expressions, which are not algebraic expressions. So if I move towards the question, that is starting from this one. It is the question. Question number 1, and this is the part number 2. So my point is this, that if you will see that all the variables should have power non-negative integers. So what you can tell me, can you respond me what is the power of x right here? What is the power of x right here?
What is
power of x in this part?
3.
3. And in the second term it is
3.
x is, it is fine, and in the next term it is x is to power
2.
2, very good. And in the next term you will see first part contain x is to power 1, but x is being multiplied with under root x. Under root x stands for what is meant by x is to power 1 by 2. You know, x is to power under root का मीनिंग क्या होता है कि x की पावर क्या है, हाफ है या 1 by 2 है, ऐसे ही है. स्क्वायर रूट है ना.
Yes.
अच्छा, अब स्क्वायर रूट का मतलब है पावर क्या होगी, 1 by 2. हमें डेफिनेशन पॉलिनोमियल की कहती है कि वेरिएबल की पावर जो है ना वो नॉन नेगेटिव इंटीजर होना चाहिए. क्या होना चाहिए? नॉन नेगेटिव.
Yes.
नॉन नेगेटिव इंटीजर हो, फ्रैक्शन ना हो. वेट फॉर अ मिनट बेटे, वेट फॉर अ मिनट. एक्स की पावर जो है वो नॉन नेगेटिव इंटीजर होना चाहिए. अब ये बन गया फ्रैक्शन x की पावर 1 by 2. अगर आप इस 1 by 2 को इस x की पावर 1 के साथ मिला के सॉल्व करोगे तो ये x की पावर बन जाएगी 3 by 2. वो एक फ्रैक्शन बन जाता है. इस फ्रैक्शन की वजह से एक टर्म इसमें ऐसी आ गई है पूरे एक्सप्रेशन के अंदर जिसमें x की पावर एक फ्रैक्शन है, इंटीजर है ही नहीं. जब इंटीजर नहीं है इसलिए ये पॉलिनोमियल नहीं है. ये समझ आ गई बात? यार बोला तो करें, यस नो करो ना. समझ आ गया कि नहीं? चलो ठीक है जी. यस, नेक्स्ट में इन यू आर आस्किंग अ क्वेश्चन. जी बेटे पूछो. यस
सर, ये समझ आ गई है.
Question 3 part 7.
क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 पार्ट नंबर 7. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 पार्ट नंबर 7. ओके, 7 ये पार्ट आपके सामने ऐसे ही है बेटे, नजर आ रहा है जी? मैं आपको नजर आ रही है? जो स्टूडेंट आस्क कर रहे हैं क्वेश्चन, आपको बेटे सवाल नजर आ रहा है? जी स्पीक अप, बोलो तो सही ना. जी अब आपको आवाज आ रही है?
Yes sir.
अच्छा जी, आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा है महीन?
Yes.
अच्छा बेटे, इसमें ये क्वेश्चन पेज के ऊपर नजर आ रहा है, जरा देख रहे हैं. मीटिंग का टाइम खत्म हो रहा है तो फिर दोबारा मैं अभी कनेक्ट नहीं करूंगा. पूछो क्या पूछना है. ये मैंने क्वेश्चन सारा रिकॉर्ड किया, अभी मैं इसको अपलोड भी कर दूंगा. आप पूछें क्या पूछना है आपने. कहाँ से बताऊं?
स्क्रीन पे नजर नहीं आ रहा कुछ.
स्क्रीन पे नजर नहीं आ रहा. एक सेकंड जरा वेट करें, आपको थोड़ी सी गड़बड़ हुई है शायद. एक सेकंड. एक सेकंड जी, अब नजर आया? हेलो.
Yes sir.
हाँ जी, आप बताओ मुझे कहाँ से बताऊं. आप पूछो.
Yes,
मैं बताऊं कहाँ से बताऊं जी.